Hi, welcome back to your video coach series. I'm excited to have you back because now you've reached a really fantastic point in your journey. You've worked on your personal brand development, you've worked on developing the strategies that are going to get you to that vision, and now it's time to implement. So as you turn the page in your playbook, you're going to land on a monthly planning page, and there you're going to be able to see a calendar of your month at a glance. Just go ahead and populate in those numbers for the dates. And on that month at a glance, what I would like you to do is go ahead and feel free to use some of those boxes to indicate where you have really big deadlines, really big opportunities, or other things that are personally significant that you want to be able to keep in front of you and top of mind. Go ahead and utilize that space. The other thing that you're going to do is use this page to move closer toward your vision. And at the top, you're going to list out 3 to 5 goals that you are setting for yourself for the month and what the strategic alignment of each one of those goals are. So just as everything has built upon itself up to this point, your monthly goal setting is going to go back and build upon those strategies and action plans that you set for yourself during our last coaching session. So list out those 3 to 5 things that you are committing to achieving this month, and that I want you to list next to each one of those the strategy that that goal aligns to. And that's just a really good challenge for ourselves, a good checkpoint to make sure that we're continuing to stay focused, intentional, and strategically aligned. After you've done that, you're ready to start with your weekly implementation. So you can go ahead and turn the page, and there you're going to see that, again, we're going to build on those monthly goals that we set for ourselves. And every week you are going to have a place for you to list out your weekly objectives. So in order to reach those monthly goals, every week, what are the objectives that you need to achieve to move you closer toward those goals? And that's what you're going to list at the top of those weekly pages. You also have a section there to go ahead and catch those high-level business to-dos for the week. You have a place to catch those personal notes of things that you don't want to forget, that you need to keep top of mind. Because again, our lives are fluid, right? That business and personal stuff kind of flows together. You're also going to have a place to indicate those things that you need to follow up on every week. And these are the things that we usually have good intentions about, but then we get busy and we forget about them. So you need to make sure that you remind yourself to follow up by email, phone call, sending gifts. Again, thinking about those key influencers and who we need to follow up with on a weekly basis. Then you begin to schedule your actions, and so you have a weekly calendar there where you're going to be able to determine for every day of this week, what are those actions that you're going to take to help you achieve those objectives that you've set for yourself for the week. And then finally, at the bottom of the page, I've created a little parking lot area for you where you can catch those really great ideas that you have. Usually it seems like those things for me strike when I'm in the middle of some other project or at midnight. And if I don't write them down, I forget about them. And so that's a place just for you to jot those ideas down, park them so that you can stay focused on what you're working on. And then at the end of every month, I've given you a page for reflection. And this is really important. I want you to ask yourself at the end of every month, what did you accomplish? But then take the next step and indicate what the next steps are. So that's going to help you with your goal setting for the following month. I want you to list out those key challenges that you had for the month, and then take the next step of indicating what some potential solutions are to those challenges, again, to help you with goal setting for the following month. I want you to reflect on what your key learnings were for the month, and then how you're going to apply that learning. So it's not enough for us to ask ourselves, what did we accomplish? What were some key challenges? What did we learn? I want you to really take that next step of following through on what you're going to do with that information now that you have it. And then finally, you're going to see a cash flow management worksheet. And this is something that we need to be doing at least on a monthly basis. So I've provided a place for you and a framework here for you to do that. And I want you to think about whether you are an entrepreneur or you are a professional, it doesn't matter. As we're working toward these goals, we have resource needs, and there's going to be cash coming in and cash going out. And if we don't stay on top of that, it's easy for us to lose track of where we are financially, and that's really important as well. So I've provided that cash flow template for you to keep you on track and make sure that every month you're doing some reflection and some analysis there as well. So I want to encourage you to continue working toward your vision and your strategic goal every month, keeping your eye on that strategic alignment and continuing to move forward, staying focused and staying intentional. And if you need inspiration, I encourage you to go back and refresh on the video coaching series. And also I invite you to join me on Facebook at Personal Brand Playbook, on Instagram at Personal Brand Playbook, or on YouTube, where we also have a Personal Brand Playbook account where I'm going to be uploading additional videos to inspire you, to motivate you, and to provide you with the resources that you need to keep working towards your vision. Thank you so much for joining me.